Hello and welcome to the Office Center channel. On this channel, I'll be covering beginner tutorials for Microsoft Excel. So, if you want to learn Excel from scratch, or you're looking to deepen your skills or knowledge about Microsoft Excel, I hope this channel can help you. In this video, I will discuss how to automatically create an inflow and outflow cash report. This is very easy. How do you do it? So, in this video, we will learn how to create a report like this. For example, as seen in the video, this is an example of an inflow and outflow cash report for a special needs school in the province of Konoha. This includes the date, a description of what it's for, how much cash came in, how much cash went out, and the ending balance, which will change automatically. Later, we'll also add automatic formatting, where if the cash balance drops below 500,000 rupiah, it will immediately show up in red. So for example, if you look at it and see, wow, our cash is below 500,000 rupiah, that means there's only a little bit left. Okay, let's get straight to it. You'll be able to download the practice file later. If you want to learn on your own, here's how. Create it yourself from a blank page following this tutorial. So you'll be able to download it directly from the description of this video. More or less, we're going to create a table similar to this one. Let's go straight to a new page. Just type the title, for example, Cash Inflow and Cash Outflow Report. Special Needs School Example. Konoha Province. This is up to you. It can be anything. Whether it's a company name, a school name, whatever. Next, we'll immediately create the name of the month. Here I'll type October 2025. Then we'll create the table headings. This is up to you. You can start with a number or perhaps what I've already created earlier. Just type the date. Then a description of the cash inflow and cash outflow. Then type the cash inflow, cash outflow, and the final balance. That's about it. Okay, before that, I'm going to make a few adjustments to make the display look better. This section can be made bold. Then this should also be made bold and merged across and centered. Then we'll create a table, something like this. We'll add borders. You can add a color to make it look nicer. In the date column, you can apply the date format. Select Format, then choose Date. For the locale, select Indonesia so that it matches. Then, please choose the display style you want. For example, I'd like a simple one like this. Then click OK. So later, if you click, for example, October 2nd, 2025. Oh, sorry, I'll adjust the size first. Now it will change automatically like this. The date is fixed. We'll just enter the description later, for instance, previous month's balance. Let's input the cash in, say 1 million rupiah. I like to type 1 million quickly this way. To ensure the number format is correct, first select the entire table where you'll enter money values. Then click the comma formatting option and adjust it. The result will then look like this. There is no cash out for this entry since it's the balance carried over from the previous month. The formula for the final balance is simply cash inflow minus cash outflow. Okay, let's try again. For the next one, let's say the date is October 5th and the description is buying stationery. The cash outflow is 150,000 rupiah. Now, what's the final balance? The formula is the same. The final balance from the row above, plus the cash inflow on that date, minus the cash outflow on that same date. So this changes the amount from IDR 1,000,000 to IDR 850,000. For the cells below it, you simply need to drag the fill handle. However, if you drag it straight down like this, it will also show IDR 850,000. This happens because it's referencing the balance above it. But we'll add a formula. We'll adjust the formula a bit so that the report is cleaner. That way, if the debit or cash in and credit or cash out cells are empty, the final balance will remain blank. So we're going to mask it with a formula. You can follow along. The formula is like this. In front of the existing formula, you'll add if open parenthesis and open parenthesis again. Then you click this cell, the cash in cell, let's say. That equals double quotes, which means something like this. If the cash in column is blank and semicolon, the cash out is also blank. The double quotes means the cell is empty blank in between the quotes. So for example, if both cash in and cash out are empty, then close parenthesis, then semicolon, it should also be blank. So provide double quotes again. Then a comma. If the condition is false, then what appears is the cell F7 plus D8, E8. Then we close the parenthesis. So the way to read this is, if D8 and E8 are both blank, then the final balance won't show anything. It will appear as blank. But if only one of them is blank, it will still appear. That's essentially the purpose, to hide the number below, because we haven't actually entered the data for that row yet. Okay, so if the cell is empty, it will display nothing or empty. If it's not empty, or if one of the reference cells has content, it will display the formula F7 plus D8, E8. The result is 850,000 rupiah. Now, if we drag or fill down autofill the formula down, as I explained earlier, it will automatically hide or become hidden. This makes the result neater. The amazing thing is when you input for the next row, say October 8th, and the description is, for example, payment to community organizations for security fees, and the amount we spent is 300,000 rupiah, it will automatically update. The Rp 150,000 will appear, and you can continue for the rows below, say October 10th. The usage is purchase of cleaning supplies. If this amount is, say, 100,000 rupiah, the total will immediately decrease. Then, on October 12th, there was a purchase of printer ink for 250,000 rupiah. The ending balance is now 200,000 rupiah. Next, October 15th is the first weekly cash collection of 200,000 rupiah, which increases the ending balance to 400,000 rupiah. Following that, for instance, on October 17th, a payment was made for cleaning fees of 150,000 rupiah. Then, on October 20th, the second organizational fee was paid for 100,000 rupiah, leaving the ending balance at 150,000 rupiah. Next, on October 22nd, there was the second weekly cash collection of 200,000 rupiah. Finally, on October 25th, there was a health insurance/contribution payment of 100,000 rupiah. So our final remaining balance is 250,000 rupiah. Okay, so that's done. Then at the bottom, you can add something like this. Total cash inflow. The formula is each sum open parenthesis. You just select these cells, then close parenthesis and enter. For this one, the formula is the same as before. Open parenthesis. Then select the column, close parenthesis, and enter again. And for this one, the formula is 1,400,000 rupiah minus 1,150,000 rupiah. So total cash inflow minus total cash outflow like that. Now, the result for this should be the same as the one above it. Okay, you can adjust this further, for example. Let's call this total. You can give it a color and make it bold. So that's roughly it. The last thing is, you can apply automatic text formatting. The purpose of this is to indicate if our final balance falls below the level we want. For instance, if it's too low, it will show up in red. This makes it easy for you to see immediately. The way to do this is to select the cells, like this. Go to Conditional Formatting. Select Highlight Cells Rules, and then choose Less Than. This means less than. Now you just type in the amount you want, and it will automatically turn red when the value falls below that amount. Alright, that's all for this video. Hopefully you can try this out right away. Like this video if you enjoyed it, comment if you have any suggestions or feedback. And don't forget to subscribe if you want other tutorials. See you in the next video. Thank you.